My first fucking trade back in almost a week. And I fucking lost. Are we serious? I'm kind of pissed about this trade. Um, this is where I got in. I got in right here. Stops all the way up there. Targeted this 15 low, this 15 low. But what I was gonna do was once it hit this 15 low, this one, I was gonna move it to break even, and then I would have held on to right here. Obviously I didn't have to fucking move to break even because I got absolutely cummed on. Dumpster fire cum in my ass. Yeah. So I lost. We had news at 9 o'clock, which created this big fucking cock of a candle. And honestly, I'll show you guys what I was thinking by the time I entered. We had a 5-minute sweep of liquidity. And by the way, this is what ES looked like. Took out this. The both draws on liquidity that I wanted to see get taken out today. And boom, look at NASDAQ. SMT of clear wanting to go down. Anyways. What happens? We get a retrace right here. We also get a retrace right here. We're in the macro time frame. News drops at 9 o'clock. We get a sweep of liquidity. And we simply get this. That's it. That's all I was needing to enter. So this happens. I entered right here very prematurely, I would say. I entered right here, put stops above there. I just kind of figured, I don't know why, I just kind of figured that the 1 minute was going to get broken structure with this fair value gap, so I took the first down candle out of it and had that, and then it broke out of it completely, and then it went back into it. So right here, I was like, okay, I'm fine. NASDAQ is already down at the lows. NASDAQ has this. Fair value gap. We're completely fucking okay. What happens? Keep going. Cool. Even more confluence to get into the trade. Some people might have entered right here. I would say today I entered a little bit prematurely. What would this be? This is 5-minute equilibrium right here. So right there we have equilibrium, and that got hit. I'm gonna mark it as fucking purple because why not? So we see this gets hit as well. What happens? Get a break of the fair value gap. What do we also get? We also get a shit ton of confluences filled right here. So you could have simply just entered right off of this, break a structure on the 1 minute. Bam. So now there's 2 trades in one. 2 things of liquidity in one trade. Probably targeting the same shit as me. So I'm like, okay, I'm very confident in this trade working. Fuck! Anyways, I just sneezed. I'm very confident in this trade working. What happens? It gives you another fucking entry. Right here. You could have entered 3 times on this fucking trade. And some people might have had their stop loss right here, right above these 1 minute highs. But yeah, 3 entries right here. So now we have our third entry for today. But look at ES. ES is just literally broke that 1 minute for value gap. ES also broke on the 5 minute. We're fucked. We're fucking cooked. Not really. I was expecting one of them to at least break on the 5 minute or sweep on the 5 minute or something. And at this time, Dow was up, retracing. I don't really look at Dow, but sometimes I do. And Dow was retracing as well. I was completely okay with this. Look it. Boom, boom. Cool. What happens next? Nothing. We get stopped out. 3 trades that get stopped out. I was in this one. What do I do? What do I do? I get stopped out and didn't take anything for the rest of the day. Let me guess, it just took out Asia highs. Yep. So originally, damn, that would have been a monster. Not really. Anyways, so for today, how did I get this fucking stupid ass trade that it took? Kidding, it wasn't very stupid. But anyways, what do we have right when market opens? This hourly high. This Asia high right here. Boom. Asia high. What do we have on the S&P 500? I'm going to keep those. We have this Asia high as well. So what happens right when market opens? The Asia high gets taken out. NASDAQ, this hourly high gets taken out. Asia is yet to get taken out yet. And originally my bias, if it was going to follow, I was going to be bullish for today because I wanted these Asia highs to get taken out on NQ. That was my overall bias for today. But my short-term bias was NASDAQ shorting to those 15-minute lows. Anyways, what happens? We get, like I said, sweep of liquidity on the 5 minute. What do we also get? 5 minute break of structure right here. This trade is looking very nice. What do we also get on ES? Look what happens though. ES, it already hit these 15s. This 15 and this 15. There's nothing else to get down to besides these London lows right here. Right here as well on ES or NASDAQ. They're London and daily lows. So there's nothing else to get down to. All I'm waiting for is, because NASDAQ took out this low, this 15-minute low. But then if you look at ES, it took out all of the 15-minute lows, meaning NASDAQ should be going lower as well to follow and match it. So what happens? Like I said before, right when I was starting, boom. We have this for value gap. What do? I enter right here. I put stops very generously high up because I was not willing to get stopped out on this trade unless it meant my bias was incorrect. Boom. This would have been my target, basically a 1-to-1. What happens? We fill this BPR, gives me more confidence in the trade. You could have entered right off of here. Stops probably right here if you're being a little bit more conservative with your stop loss, right here. What would you have targeted? This. Boom. Wicked up, stopped out, stopped out. Nothing I could have done differently for today. And, I mean, there's nothing I could have changed. And look at this. NASDAQ just took out those Asia highs. but I wasn't willing to be bullish because I was expecting price to at least make it down to these 15s. Whereas if I was bullish, look what would have happened. Like I'm not saying it's a wise idea to be bullish on these kind of days, but if I was, this could have been my trade. Fair value gap, getting inversed. Boom, long john off of this. Expecting these Asia highs to get taken out. Then I would have taken a winning trade. There's never going to be everyone wins in a market. Ever. Would this have followed my rules? No. I was trading past the time I wanted to be trading. I wasn't trading during the macro. I wasn't fulfilling my bias that I needed to fulfill. And I was fully expecting price to at least go down and rally to here because of how volatile news was. News happened at 9 o'clock, like I said before. And with how volatile news was, I was fully expecting price to at least make it down to these 15s. Did it? No. I lost. And there's nothing I could have changed, should have changed for today. And as you can see, Asia highs got taken out. My high time frame bias was executed, and my low time frame bias was not executed, and I ended up losing because my low time frame bias was wrong. This is what today would have looked like. Last thing. Here's the trade. I would have put my stops at break even right here. And then this would have been TP1 right here. I was also, if you don't have to know this, but my next TP would have been if ES went down and swept all the way down here, and I would have moved my stop loss to break even. I would have taken off probably half contracts at TP1, and then I would have moved the rest down to here to get a way better risk to reward trade, and I would have been break even, so it wouldn't matter. But yeah, that's what happened today. Would I have changed anything in the market? No, I don't think I would have. Did I follow my rules? Yes, I traded during the macro. It was just a day that didn't work out, and I ended up losing and just kind of looking to get back after it tomorrow. This is my first trade for this entire week. I was going to take this trade yesterday. I think it was on ES. I was going to take this trade on ES yesterday, and I decided not to. And you guys don't really have to know the confluences for this trade. Yeah, it was on ES. I would have entered right here, and then I would have put stops all the way down. You see this fair value gap, this fair value gap on the 5 minute right here. Get it inversed, respected. And then we also had this order block. So then I would have put my stops probably right down here. What would I have done if I have taken this trade? I would have targeted right here for TP1, literally right where this has, because there was equal highs right here, and it just equaled it. So it would have been, as you can see, it would have been terrible risk to reward, 0.39. Could I have tightened my stop loss to right here? Yes, it wouldn't have mattered though, and hence why I didn't take the trade. But if I would have went back and taken that trade yesterday, what would I have done differently? there was something I would do differently, and that would be taking this trade and then putting stop loss to break even after it hit this, and then actually targeting right here for my take profit 1. And I also probably would have gotten a better fill, so it could have been a 1 to 5 or 1 to 1.5 risk to reward. And that's kind of average for what I take. But this would have been my trade for yesterday. It would have ended up hitting. It would have ended up hitting. And the reason I would have taken this is I don't want to go over this too much because I might be throwing a lot of information, but these highs were London highs, and NASDAQ took out these London highs, and ES didn't. So then, in turn, what was I doing? I was expecting that ES to take it out, and it equal high'd it right here, and then I was still willing to get in, but it should have went down a little bit lower, and gave me a little bit better. And then I would have simply went in off of this breaking structure. Yeah, that's just kind of what I was looking at yesterday. It would have been a winning trade, and I would have probably been up for this week. But instead, I took this trade today, and I lost, and there's nothing I really would have changed. I'm going to be honest. There was nothing I would have wanted to change. That was a trade. I was targeted like 470. That was a trade for me today. Stopped out. Get after it tomorrow. This was my first trade this week. I didn't trade on Monday because Trump and tariffs, and I wanted to trade in a probable market, so I didn't even look at the markets and charts on Monday. But then, yeah, that's all I really got for you guys. I ended up losing. Today was a bigger loss. Should it have been a bigger loss? No, but I ended up over risking just a little bit. So I ended up risking 900. I think it might have been 1,000 today. Which for a day like today, I should have been risking like 750. So just to give you a little bit of me kind of not doing what I should be doing a little bit. So yeah, this was a trade for today. Nothing I would have done. Nothing I could have done differently besides accepting that this lost. And yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. It's a lot longer of a trade recap. I just kind of want to clear up why I haven't traded the last couple days, and then just kind of going over this a little bit more in depth so then you guys understand why I take trades and why I don't take trades. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Peace.